Hello, Captains! Guess what's here? That's right, Victory is Life is here in Star Trek Online. So it was just launched today. It is June 5th, 2018. And the new expansion for Star Trek Online is out. It's in the game. So go download the large patch and have fun. In this first video, which I'm going to start, I'm going to, of course, cover everything in Victory is Life, and I'm going to start with this very first video today. This is just a news video. I'm going to go over some of the new news on the Star Trek Online webpage. This way we can see some of the new things in the game for this expansion. I'll also go over the patch notes. That way you'll know exactly what's in the game. And then my next video, that will be the real interesting one, because I'm going to go into the game. I'm going to tour the game, and I'm going to go look and find every new thing we can do, and I'm going to show it to you. And even more, later this week, I'm going to have a video comparing the old Deep Space Nine compared to the new Deep Space Nine, because in Star Trek Online they have, for this expansion, redone completely the exterior and interior of Deep Space Nine, and let me say, it's gorgeous. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got a special video I have recorded before the patch came out of DS9. I'm going to have a tour of that, and in the same video I'm going to do a tour of the new DS9. That way you can compare them both in the same video. How cool is that? But first, let's get to the news. There's a lot to cover here, so I'm going to try to go through this pretty quickly. You can, of course, yourself go to the Star Trek Online webpage and read these things yourself if you want to catch up on other things that I'm not covering today. Ton of news items that go all the way back and back and back. So first, let's start with the official Welcome to Victory is Life announcement. There is a launch trailer. You're welcome to watch that. I'm not going to play it here, but go watch that. Let's read this. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the launch of Deep Space Nine, and the team for Star Trek Online couldn't wait to mark that occasion with our fourth full expansion, Victory is Life. The only way we could see to top our previous expansions was to not only introduce a brand new player faction in the Jem'Hadar, but also throw in a level cap increase from 60 to 65. Starting today, captains in Star Trek Online will have the opportunity to create a brand new captain in their own Jem'Hadar faction. All Jem'Hadar captains will be as formidable right out of the space dock as their namesakes, as they will be leveled up to 60 with a fully equipped ship, a fully geared crew, and a variety of completed reputations, specialization trees, and R&D progress. As a fresh captain, you will have all the tools you need at your disposal to dive in and play Star Trek Online right at in-game, all 100% for free. On top of the ability to create brand new Jem'Hadar captain that starts at in-game, we're delivering the first level cap increase in nearly 4 years. We have a variety of exciting content available for everyone. We'll have 7 brand new episodes that will take you through an incredible story full of twists and reveals, a new Q swarm that shows the devastating impact of the Herc, the all-new Gamma Quadrant Sector Space Battle Zone that takes the concept of a battle zone and increases the scope to include literally everyone playing in the quadrant, and the Gamma Task Force Reputation that will give you everything you need to take the fight to the Herc. Players that create their Jem'Hadar captains during the first 6 weeks of launch will also be able to participate in the new Jem'Hadar recruitment system. This system provides challenges for captains to complete that will provide bonus personal and account-wide rewards. This collection of fantastic content will put you in the boots of a Jem'Hadar and give you a true Deep Space Nine experience. The story that drives Victory is Life dives deep into the history of the Herc. The Dominion is rich with classic DS9 moments. To tell such an incredible tale, we needed an incredible cast, and we're able to feature nearly an entire main cast of Deep Space Nine. Now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of these names, but we've got Renee, who is Odo, Nana, Visitor, who is Kira, Alexander, who is the Doctor, Julian Bashir, Andrew Robinson as Elam Garrick, Armin Shimmerman as Quark, Aaron Eisenberg as Nog, Jeffrey Combs as Wayoon, and Brunt J.G. Herzl as Martok. Chase Masterson as Lita, Max as Rom, Solemn Jins as the female changeling, or Salome, and Bumper Robinson as Dukan Rex. All in all, this is the largest cast we've ever assembled for an expansion, and with a story you have to play to believe. This is an expansion that the team has been wanting to build since the launch of Star Trek Online, and we're so proud to be able to deliver it during the 25th anniversary celebration. Victory of Life brings intrigue, excitement, and amazing characters into Star Trek Online, and I can't wait to see everyone in game, and that is Stephen Rakosa, executive producer, Star Trek Online. So that is the gist of what we are getting here in this expansion. Good or bad, positive or negative, whatever debates or concerns you may have, that is what we are getting for this expansion. And they are calling the Jem'Hadar a faction, even though I would probably not call it that myself, considering you literally start at end game. There is no progression from like an ensign level or a low level up to level 65. You only get to rise 5 grades. You start at level 60, so you are pretty much an in-game character. And it already has a lot built for you. It says you get a fully geared ship, fully geared bridge officers, points and stuff already put into your skill points and your reputation and your skill and your specialization. So if all that's done for you, there's not much left to do, you know. So I wouldn't exactly call it a faction. I would call it more of like an advancement. It's like you've got the classic UFP is what they're calling it now, which is the TOS faction. You've got Romulans, you've got Klingons, you've got Starfleet. Those start from the beginning, but this one does not. So it's like if you want to play from the beginning, you have those, and then if you just want to create a character that is like automatically in-game, let's say you got 50 characters. There are probably people here that have 50 characters. I at one time had like 20 or 25, and I cut them way back. But if you have that many characters, maybe you don't want to play from the beginning of the game anymore. Maybe you do want to just create a character where everything's done for you and you're at in-game and you can just deal with that. At that point, a lot of stuff would just be very grindy, however. But maybe that's what you want to do. Well, then the Jem'Hadar, quote, faction here would allow you to do that. So I can see the appeal for some people who may not want to play the game, but just create a character that's already made for you. I guess you always still have the option, because you can always still make a Starfleet character or a Ryman, and now Cardassian as well, and all these other characters from the beginning and play them from the beginning. But I just wouldn't call it a faction. I would call it just a playable character that's like auto-leveled to max or something like that. I don't know what I would call it. But you know what I'm trying to say. And so that's my opinion on it. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. And boy, I could spend all day talking about it. I really, really could. So let's move on, because otherwise I will end up rambling here. Something I didn't know they were going to do, and it was announced here, is we've got the Gamma Recruits. So this is similar to Delta Recruits and Temporal Operative Recruits. This is the Gamma Recruits, and this is just a limited time. So if you create the character during this limited time, you're going to get special mission things you can do only for that character, and it's going to, give you unique rewards and boosts and things like that. So it behooves you to create a character of the Jem'Hadar within this time frame so that you are one of these Gamma Recruits. It would be, if you want everything in the game you can get, that would be what you want to do. And so I'm going to have to do it myself, because I do want to do a playthrough of the Jem'Hadar, but I obviously also want to be a Gamma Recruit. I want to take advantage of that. Heck yeah. So I'm going to have to create one soon as well and start that series. I'm not going to read all this text. As you can see, it's very long, but come in here and read it yourself. The important part are the dates. What are the dates? Let's see. Does it say the dates? It does not say the dates on here, but I think... No, there are the dates. Okay. From June 5th, which is now, until July 18th. So that's what you've got until July, mid-July. Mid-July. So if you create your character within that time period, it will be a Gamma Recruit. If you do not, if you wait and create it afterwards, no Gamma Recruit for you. Basically, what this is going to do is give you stuff. See, they were bred with the knowledge and ability to defeat the threat, the minion, As with previous recruitment events, the Gamma Recruitment event represents an unprecedented opportunity for getting a leg up on progression. They benefit from additional rewarding tasks while the event is added, but they will also be capable of earning additional account-wide rewards for all characters on the Gamma Recruits account. So similar to the Delta Recruits, if you had that on your character you're playing on, there were account bonuses for all of your other characters, because you could go to a contact and claim these Delta Recruit rewards, and they were like, a lot of it was like reputation marks and stuff like that, but hey, it helps, right? And that can really boost you toward your Gamma reputation on a lot of other characters by doing this character and making him a Gamma Recruit. So that's something you might want to look into, because that's going to be very important, and it will just help boost things a little faster, make things a little less grindy in the end. A few specific unique rewards will also be available via the Gamma Recruit system. Here are just a few examples of tasks that will be set before Gamma Recruits. Reach level 4 in any 6 duty officer commendation categories, and you get an epic Jem'Hadar Warfare Specialist duty officer. Reach level 10 in any 3 Admiralty campaigns, and you get +1 Admiralty assignment slot and an Admiralty ship called Odo's flagship. Spend a total of 90 specialization points, and you get improved secondary specialization traits, improved demolition teams, improved arrest, and improved unconventional tactics. And that's just some of them. So that's just some of the criteria you have to meet with these extra Gamma Recruit events. And I'm interested to see what they're going to end up being. What will happen is you'll get a transponder thingy. You'll create a Gamma Recruit, and somehow in a mission you'll get the transponder thingy, and that tells you the tasks you have to complete, a certain number of whatever, and then you get the reward for it, just like the Delta Recruits. So I'm looking forward to that, because that's just going to help boost the character and make them more awesome, and it helps all my other characters too, because as I said, there are account-wide rewards for them. So until July 18th to create this. So go do it now. I'm going to have to do it soon myself, because I definitely want to take advantage of that. Very important. We'll go over the PC patch notes last. The Gamma packs are now in the C store. Just a little announcement there. If you want to buy one of the starter packs or the big pack, the packs are there in the Z store. 13,000 Zen for the big one. Starter pack is only 2,000 Zen. I, of course, do have the full one. I've got the big one, so I'm looking forward to unlocking everything there and getting into that once I do. That'll be fun. Now, if you are playing the new missions in the game, Cryptic has recommended that you watch some Deep Space Nine episodes before you play Victory is Life missions, because there are things that are going to continue in this storyline from the actual show DS9, obviously. And so these are some episodes that you might want to catch up on. If you've never seen DS9, watch at least these episodes. And if you've seen DS9, refresh yourself with these episodes. But Season 1, Episode 13, Battle Lines, I just watched that the other night to catch up on this. Kai Opaka. You might remember that one. Season 2, Episode 26 is The Jem'Hadar. Going to be very important, obviously. That's our introduction to the Jem'Hadar. Season 3, Episode 1, The Search Part 1, and Episode 2, The Search Part 2, and then Episode 6, The Abandoned. Season 4, Starship Down, Episode 7, Episode 9, The Sword of Kalis. Season 6, Episode 10, The Magnificent Ferengi, and Episode 19, In the Pale Moonlight. And then Season 7, What You Leave Behind. And obviously, I think what that episode and more is going to have for us related to this series is going to be what happens to Odo. Because I think Odo is going to be a part of this expansion. So that might be very important to find out what happened to him in the show. It's unfortunate we did not get Commander Captain Sisko as a voice actor. I Forgot his real name, excuse me. I feel ashamed. Man, what is his name? It's right on the tip of my tongue. You know, yeah, I hate it when that happens. It's too bad we couldn't get him as a voice actor. Man, having him in this game would have just been incredible. His voice is awesome, but he's not. But everyone else is, so that's cool. I do like the fact that we're getting voice acting in the game. Obviously, I think that probably cost them a lot of money. So that might be where a lot of the budget went, to be honest. But it's cool to have him in there anyway. It brings validity to the game, and I like that. Okay, a Deep Space Nine lockbox. You knew you were going to get one. You knew it had to come. Yep, there's going to be one. And I have not read this yet, so I'm going to scan through this now. Brand new items. We got a holographic Deep Space Nine bridge officers, a vanity-only Ferengi shield, a Lobi Hunter ground set based on Tosk Hunters in the DS9 episode Captain Pursuit, Ferengi-inspired outfits. The grand prize is a Jem'Hadar light battlecruiser tier 6. So there you go. That's the grand prize. That's cool. Obedience is victory. Starship trade. You can pause and read all this, or come to the channel, or come to the website and read it yourself. There's a Maquis Raider tier 6, a tier 6 Maquis Raider. That'd be cool. Plasma Storm module. Badland Tactics. There's that ship. There's that ship. New space and ground weapons with the Ferenginar plasma weapons. We've got omnidirectional Ferenginar plasma beam array, a wide arc Ferenginar plasma, so plasma weapons here. Ferengi vanity shield, a lot of Ferengi stuff. Ferenginar plasma, personal traits, ground. I'm going to have to read all over this myself, but you're welcome to pause and read this too. Bridge officer duty officer assignments, I mean. Holographic Deep Space Nine bridge officers. Ooh, there's the Tosk Hunter outfit. A Hunter energy crossbow. There's some outfits there. Low-buy Ferengi-inspired outfits. So, yeah, a new lockbox to grind, of course. You know, I might open a few of them, but I'm not going to go too wild on it this time. Not like last time. Stats of the DS9 lockbox low-buy ship stores. Again, I'm not going to read over all the stats on these ships. I'm sure they're very cool. And you can pause and read, or come here yourself to read all these stats and everything. Just kind of glancing over it. Personal wormhole generator. Allows you to travel great distances very quickly while untargetable and invisible for a brief time. Well, that's interesting. Stargate had a wormhole generator in Atlantis at the very end. Got them all the way from the Pegasus galaxy to Earth in a matter of seconds. That was cool. Maquis Raider. Tier 6. It is tier 6, not tier 5U or anything. That's tier 6. Okay. Ooh, a new experimental weapon. The what in the... Where do they come up with these words? Seriously. Phlogistation. Phlogistion. Who comes up with these words? The phlogistion projector does that. Does a thing. Phlogiston. An archaic element. Yeah, sure. I've never heard of it before. Okay, so that's a thing. And we got a plasma storm module. That's interesting. I'd like to set off a few of those. Well, there you go. Those are the ships coming. You can read that yourself, but I don't know if I'll be getting them or not, because I will not be opening a lot of lockboxes, and I am very unlucky when it comes to getting ships. So we'll see what happens in the future. Well, that's pretty much the latest news right now. 15% key sell. This is the end of June 5th right now, so if they do post any more news this week, if there's anything really important, I will come back with some more news. But otherwise, I mean, we need to get in the game and find out what we can do. And oh yeah, the patch notes. I was going to go with the patch notes. We need to get in the game and find out what we can do. So here's the patch notes real quick. Create a Jem'Hadar captain from the character select screen. They begin at level 60. They can fly most of their chosen faction ships. Upon completion of the new Gamma Quadrant arc, Jem'Hadar captains will gain access to their chosen faction episodes prior to the events of the Gamma Quadrant arc. All accounts will receive one free additional character slot to make a new Jem'Hadar captain. So that's cool. We're getting one new free character slot. Jem'Hadar recruitment event. We just talked about that. It's until July 18th. This will begin once a Jem'Hadar captain completes the first episode, Turn the Tide. So you do need to complete Turn the Tide, and you'll get your transponder. The Gamma Quadrant episode arc for Jem'Hadar captains. This new episode arc found in the episode journal begins with Turn the Tide and includes 6 episodes in addition to this. So there's about 7 episodes total. For all other captains, this new episode arc begins with Storm Clouds Gather and includes 5 episodes in addition to this. So 6 episodes for everybody else. We've got the new Gamma Quadrant Battle Zone. The Gamma Quadrant is now open and it can be accessed through the wormhole at Deep Space Nine. So go to the wormhole and go to the Gamma Quadrant. That's a thing. While exploring the Gamma Quadrant, you can receive alerts about hotspots in various sectors where the Herc are attacking, and you can go take care of that. You team up with others to stop the Herc. Marks can be earned here for the Gamma Task Force reputation. We've got the Swarm Space Queue. This is a 5-captain cross-faction queue. Marks can be earned for the Gamma Task Force. We got the Gamma Task Force reputation, so that'll be the new thing to grind for. Play the Swarm and the Gamma Quadrant Battle Zone to get your marks. Level cap increased to 65. The level cap has been increased to 65. All players will be set to the beginning of level 60 progression in the skill points bar. Every character which is level 60 will receive 1 specialization point to make up for any progress that may have been made beyond level 60. So you're going to get, everyone's getting 1 free specialization point. Also included are new rewards per level upgrade. Playable Cardassians. Cardassians are now a playable species for both Starfleet and Klingon factions. After becoming a shadow, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the Cardassian species is a purchase in the C-Store and is also part of the Gamma Vanguard pack. So it's a C-Store species to buy in order to be Cardassian. Deep Space Nine Social Zone update. Of course, we know about that. We're going to look at the changes there. Ooh, a whole bunch of things here. Some episode updates, a lot of other updates and things they've fixed here. I'm not going to go over all of the bug fixes here. No, I do want to go over this known issues though, because this is kind of important. The elite version of the Swarm will always fail. What a terrible bug to go live with. You want to introduce your new expansion, your new queue called the Swarm, but yet you play it on elite and it will fail every single time. Why would you even release it then? Why? Why? It's not ready, obviously. You're releasing a failed STF already. So that's pretty terrible. So don't play the Swarm on elite, anybody. Don't do that. Normal or advanced. And this is kind of stupid too. There are several issues, including missing VO with the 2800 arc. This is crazy. At the end of Boldly They Rode, players can become trapped if they do not complete the mission on the older Deep Space Nine map. Well, how do you can't choose what map you're going to load into, so how can we finish this mission then? I guess we just can't play Boldly They Rode yet until they fix this. Because it only works on the old DS9 map, not the new one. So, I guess you can't play Boldly They Rode until they fix this. That's a bug. That's a huge bug right there to go live with as well. And this one's crazy too. Storm clouds gather. In teams, it's possible to get into a state where the pillar in the ore processing room will not rotate correctly, which will block your progress. Another mission that's broken, a brand new one called Clouds Gather, which is required to play for the Jem'Hadar, I think. So, what? You can't progress if you get this bug? Well, then what are we supposed to do? Man, I hope they fixed it. I mean, these are game-breaking bugs they went live with. That just bugs me. A defeated player will always respawn on the bottom floor of the ore processing room, which will require the player to do the pillar and walkway puzzle again to get back to the higher levels. I hate breaking bugs. It bugs me to death. So yeah, I can't believe that some of those bugs went live. They should have pulled some of those things back or waited a little bit until they were ready, or maybe, I don't know, fixed them. So be careful there on some of those missions. That could be weird. Well, now it's time to end the video because we need to get in the game and we need to find out what's new, and I need to do a tour and I need to show you what's new, and we need to see what is all there. So that's going to be the next video. I hope you all stay for that. I'm posting this tonight. This will probably be up on Wednesday, the 6th of June. So the next one, the tour, may be up on the 7th or 8th of June. And then toward the end of the week, I'll have that very, very cool DS9 comparison video, comparing DS9. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.